Bonjour! It's been a week of finicky problems. Not a very positive video, but hope you enjoy anyway. Goodbye. We got a disaster. JBR plastic skimmer. Fucking brilliant. There we go. This probably hasn't helped, but it's been alright for months. I've obviously caught it with something, so the weld is split right open. So now I've got to drain it down. What I'm going to do, rather than drain it down, I'm going to try and find something in my garage. It's as thick as this. I can drop it in there then, low enough to let me get that done up. Yes, rather annoying. Rather annoying. What is the temperature of the water? Let's have that. So it's 20 degrees. So it's lost. Oh, we're fluctuating. So yeah, it was 20, just under 20 degrees last week. So 4 odd degrees lost. I'm going to get on with this. So what I've managed to do is find the average. So split obviously is a vary pump. So I've managed to cut this bit of hardboard, which is handy, bit of ply, sorry. And then it's just slowed the flow right down. And then I've matched that flow with the pump. And it's just keeping that water level down. So what I want to do now is give it a good clean up. I'm going to put some this side as well, just to be sure. But in my pocket, only 2 ticks, he says. In my pocket, there's nothing, so I fucking lost it. Hang on, there we go. So, got some bolts. Because what I need to do is make sure the pressure is taken off of that joint. It's all well and good sealing it, but any movement before then is obviously going to pull it apart. So I want that joint as tight as possible. But what I've done, like an absolute cranny, is left it back upstairs. Right, back in a minute. Alright, so there we go, all bodged up. So like I said, so I've seen people try and repair these, but obviously you get continual movement in the joint. So it is crucial, really. So this is stainless steel bolt, stainless steel bracket out in the garage, thankfully. But what I've done is that just takes off any movement. So obviously that's still wet, I've only just done it, but there's no chance of it moving out of place. And then on the inside, not pretty. There's capes of it on there. I've just covered the bolts as well. Just take the bolts as well. Now what I'll do is I'll leave that till this evening, and fingers crossed I can come back out, let it go. As a matter of safety, I've done this corner as well just to be sure. I mean, that one's pretty sturdy, but you can't even see on top there. I'll get it to zoom in on there. You can see that there is a fracture starting to appear in the top. So I'm guessing this one will go the same way. So JBR plastics might be worth strengthening those corners. Other than that, for a year it's been very good. Just a shame a year ain't a very long time, isn't it? Right, we're back from AMIA at TKC and exclusively. So this is obviously sat overnight. Thankfully it didn't burn my pump out. Just managed to keep a trickle going, but it feels like it has dried, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is let this fill up slowly now, and hopefully, he says, ooh, obviously where it's got wet. Right, I'm going to leave that in there just in case. And hopefully we'll be leak free, he says. Oh yes. Oh, I thought I had a wet bit then. Seems to be alright. No leakies. So that can now come out. So I have to put this bit of wood in the garage. That's quite helpful. Needs sanding off of the edges a bit. Life. What are you doing? Ted! Ted! Hey! Ted! What's he doing? Him in cuddles. Right. Oh, there we go. We're out. Sorry. Any plants that are still going? And killed the plastic plants. Go back on. Can go back on. Everything can go back together. That goes that way. Sorry, camera's going all over the place. I might edit this out. Depends if I can be bothered. Needs to drop down. Getting a right pickle here. There we go. What's temperature today? Look, that's the sad thing. 14. Oh no, that's bollocks, isn't it? Because I've only just put the thing back in. Scrap that, guys. I'm sorry. Cotton-headed mini monkeys. That's the water that's been. Oh no, that is right. No, it's not going up. 14.5 degrees. That's depressing, isn't it? Morning all. So I got the shower down, as you know, thanks to my leak. I've had to have my skimmer line off, and I put out on the forum this morning some questions around this. Every time I clean these, so I'm running an increased flow, but when I had one it was fine, and this would always be full up with gunk, fines, etc. But what I'm noticing is both of them are spotless. So I'm running a combined flow at the moment of 10,000 litres. There's no guarantee that that'll be split 5,000 each, but to be cleaning these, I know for a fact my pond is not that clean. But yeah, every time I clean these, so this has been sat for 2.5 weeks now, and as you can see, other than the bugs, there's very little in there, which I know is not true. Plus in the top one, what I've had is jack mat to see what it's still catching, and look, something's not right. So what I want to do, someone rightly pointed out, and I should know this being an engineer, but I did lash this together. Obviously got the 1.5 inch coming in, 1.5 inch going out. Ideally this needs to be bigger going out, to encourage the flow. So what I'm going to do is I've got my bucket here, my gorilla bucket, and on the side, I don't know if you can see that. So what I'm going to do is measure 20 litres, I think I'll go with, because it makes it easy to get the bucket off. I'm going to go 20 litres, obviously measure the time that it takes, and then apply a very simple multiplication to see what sort of flow we're turning over in an hour. Wish me luck. Right, interesting thing. So after, obviously these have just sort of almost replicated a clean because they've gone up and gone down, but look, and you might say that's fantastic, look at all that crap it's caught. Problem is that didn't come out the bottom, that came out the top. So after you do a clean of a Tempest, a lot of the shit must be just coming to the top and then pushing back in the pond. So unless you're going to boil this so it's completely spotless, be ready for the fact that it is going to chuck some of the crap back in the pond, because that is filthy. Not good. So what I'm going to do now is I've given it 3 boils, so 3 boils should be more than enough to clean it. But what I'm going to do is turn it on and then run it into this clear glass, and then clear water in it. What I'm going to do is just quickly run some into this glass. So this is after a cleaning process. We'll see, it says. Right, so once you've cleaned your Tempest, that's had 3 boils, wasn't hugely dirty in the first place. Hopefully, is that focused? Yeah? Hello. But look at the state of that water. That is shit. So what we're going to do is a quick test. So Tempests are, well, empty-ish. They're just going down. What we're going to do is put the pump on and we'll see how quick they fill up and see whether they fill up evenly. So, ready, go. And look, pretty much a 50-50 split, which is quite surprising. Right, got a sandwich, just doing some maths. So, starting at the top, nice and easy to turn this into litres per hour. So we used a 20 litre level that took 9.65 seconds to fill. So we then we take, obviously we've got 60 seconds in a minute. We divide that by the 9.65, it gives us 6.22. And then it was 20 litres in that 9.65 seconds. So in a 1 minute section, or time frame, it's 124.4 litres per minute. No, that is per minute. So then we times that by 60 to get the per hour. Now, at the moment, my what is it called? So that's a 20,000 vary pump, and that's set at 55%. Sorry, just trying to write that. So 55. So you'd expect that to be obviously no restrictions, no bends, etc. Around probably 9,000 time you take into consideration, because I've not got many bends, and it's only about a 5 metre section. It's run less than that, probably 4 metres from pump to outlet. But look. So not even 7,500 litres per minute, per hour. And I think that is purely down to the restrictive outlet of 1.5 inch. But to be honest, given the muck that was in that glass after cleaning, I'm tempted to ditch both of them completely. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to, before I get the pipe work, I do want to run 10,000 litres per hour through the shower. So I'm going to have to think about just upping the filter until then. But what I'll do, I don't know, I'll have a think. If I'm going to keep them, I need to increase that to 2-inch pipe. One of the suggestions when I asked the question on Facebook. So appreciate that. Same with Neil, thanks for your feedback, and all the others indeed. But yeah, I need to go away and have a real think. Seeing some of the dealers' filtration this week, actually there's cheaper and easier solutions than a Tempest before your shower. So yeah, watch this space, bit disappointing. I'll be intrigued if you have got a Tempest. I know the likes of Darren at Dazzle Koi, and I mean they swear blind by them, but I'm not seeing the evidence at the moment. So yeah, if you've got a Tempest, drop a comment down below. How are you getting on? What are you seeing? It is a polisher, but at the end of the day, I am using it as a pre-filter, but that water is filtered water. You know, it goes through the Nexus once every hour quite comfortably, and there's 2 of the damn things running, so I wouldn't expect to see that sort of water coming out after a clean. But yeah, be intrigued, criticise it, give it a thumbs up, whatever you want. I'd just be really interested to hear other people's thoughts. There we go. Hey. He's stunning, isn't he? Yeah. He's a good boy. Yeah. Nice bluey colour.
I like that.
Lovely, jubbly. Stunning, isn't he? Yeah. So Grumps is our Saragoy. Right. Gonna measure Grumps in a minute. He's all in good health. But this is one of my, well, this has come from my dad. This is one of the original fish. And I believe it or not, this is a world of water fish. So once upon a time, this was a little tiddler. So yes, they're not ideal, but you can get results off of a world of water fish. But he's beautiful, bless him. I say him, we think he's a girl, but I ain't got the heart to change his name. He's named after me dad, because he's grumpy. Hey Dad, grumpy. What am I doing? I would ask. So, very lucky. Si from up north, Croyd Pond, is, it's got my screen up, is kindly, well, to say kindly, but I was very fortunate to win his competition for the electronic diary keeper, if you like, for your pond. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a brilliant bit of kit. Head over to Up North Koi Pond. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to create my own little certificates for my koi, just so I can have them up in my little office. So these are basic, just says the size, the age, and then next year I can then monitor them again. So I will have the electronic copy, but I just wanted some nice pickies for around the office. So I'll give you a peek once these are all up and running and scattered all over the wall. Just before we go, show you a bit of fun. In the office, it's the wall of shame, or the wall of Eden. So, just all my own little, not certificates, just identification cards. Or certificates, whatever you want to call them. So I've got all my koi. They're not exactly straight. Those of a nervous disposition or OCD look away. Yeah, how cool is that? I can sit in here. They're laminated, so if I've got to have a bit of a scribble with the old whiteboard pen, someone already has, I can make any notes on it if I need to. A few of my logos. Happy as Larry. Catch you soon.